Hello, my name is Anthony and welcome to my very first sketchbook tour. I go through the whole thing pretty quickly, so I'm just gonna get started. These first two pages had pasted images that I used double-sided tape to cut and put in here. I did them in separate sketchbooks and notebooks, and I just want to make sure they're included. This girl right here was a girl I saw at a car wash. She had like that same mask and sweater on, and I really liked her vibe. I gave her that bloody shovel. It just felt appropriate, you know what I mean? I tried to use watercolor in the sketchbook. I don't think I was unsuccessful, but this book's like not really made for, like, the pages aren't really that suited for watercolor. I made the paper buckle, but that's okay. I don't really use watercolor that much anyway. Neil drew me. So did Al.
This is when Camille decided to draw in the sketchbook, but also cut through the page.
I tried Poscas in here, so the little mushroom boy's done with Poscas. And it didn't even go through the page, or it didn't really tear up the paper that much, so that was great. The majority of the sketchbook is original characters. That was done by Al. I would say it's like 70% original characters. This was a character I did for my illustration for graphic design class. There's a lot of assignments from that class in here.
This is a little strawberry girl I designed. I love her so much. I gave her a little backstory. I'm gonna end up using her eventually again at some point.
These are from Inktober. Not all of my Inktober is in here. If you want to see my Inktober, like the entirety, I finished it all last year, and you can see it all on my Instagram page. I gave them all little backstories. They're all original characters. I gave them all little backstories and like powers and such.
But as I was saying, I would say like 70% of the sketchbook is original characters, and like 20% is fan art, and 10% is classwork. I just kind of used my sketchbook whenever. It's good to have a sketchbook on hand. This whole page is classwork. But yeah, something important I feel like I learned from an artist a while ago, that you should just carry a sketchbook with you. You never know when you're gonna need it.
Original characters are my jam. These original characters, I don't really end up doing anything with the majority of them, but maybe, you know, I have them. Oh, and the graphite tends to transfer over, which makes me really upset.
Typopoly was an assignment for class. We had to design a board game. We were given the board game, and we had to design the whole thing, essentially, like a logo, mascot, the board. I went with this clown theme. I love the clown aesthetic. Love me a good clown.
Ooh, portraits aren't really my specialty, but I think it's fun to, you know, get out of your comfort zone sometimes. This is Anna's drawing. Love her. Look at her. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Following on Instagram at @edwham. The bottom right was drawn by Al, and the bottom left was drawn by me. We were drawing each other in class at some point. My Valentine, another icon, a legend from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so these are logo sketches for my board game that I'm working on, The Untold. Spoiler alert, I don't end up going with any of the sketches that I did. But you know, I had to make something. My board game, I'm having a lot of fun. I can't wait to share more about that when I finish it this semester. It's like an RPG, like story-based game. It's a board game. I don't know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm sure I'll post updates once I finish it on my Instagram, just because I'm so excited about it.
That girl on the left was drawn with highlighters. Sometimes you just gotta draw with what you have. And I was at work, I saw her while I was going to work. I was like, wow, she looks so cool. So, you know, bust up the highlighters, bust up the ballpoint pens, and just get to work, I guess. I do that a lot, where I like to draw people I see just in life. Just do them my style. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. This is when I remembered I have Copic markers that I spent a lot of money on. I should probably use them more. They definitely blew through the paper, but that's okay. That's what they do in like all my sketchbooks anyway. The Copics used to be like my go-to medium. I should start using them again. You may have noticed that I started using colored pencils to do a lot of these sketches. It's something I just kind of picked up this year. I don't think about erasing when I'm using colored pencils. I don't really think about precision or anything like that. I just have fun. It's like really freeing. It's definitely something I'm going to keep doing in future sketchbooks.
That was testing these other acrylic pens that I had that aren't Poscas. They're like brush-tipped acrylic pens. Love them. And that was a redraw from a drawing in a sketchbook I did a long time ago. Ooh, that's Lady Lamprey's twin sister. I don't know, I had to give her a story, but I love her. Lady Lamprey is like a character I put on my Instagram if you want to look at her. Ooh, and that's a redraw as well from that same sketchbook. Love those characters. I love going through old sketchbooks and redrawing the characters I made in them. Because some of them are like low-key pretty good. This was me using sticky notes to cover up my mistakes. I messed up his head and I wanted to not abandon the drawing, so just take sticky note and draw right on top of it. It's a great little tip. I did it one at a time in the sketchbook because I messed up the girl's arm. There, I messed up her arm. But honestly, I think it gives it a cool effect. I'm gonna start doing that more.
Towards the end of the sketchbook, I was running out of inspiration, and when that happens, I like to turn to things like Instagram and Pinterest, like that's Kahana Montrese and Beyonce on this page. Ooh, and this was a girl I saw. She was a bassist for a concert that I went to. I thought she was so cool, I had to draw her. These are from the sketching phase of my birthday present to my friend Cassie. It's her and all her cosplays. And drawing people in cosplay is so much fun. I don't know why I haven't done that before.
These are original characters that I'm using for my new board game, The Untold. Ooh, and a sketch. It's actually great.
So I want the player to be able to use these characters as self-inserts, or just really however. I'm still figuring it out. I'm really excited to see how exactly I'm going to implement them to my game, but I'm really happy with all their designs. I might make some adjustments or tweaks or something, but I'll figure that out later.
And this last page of my sketchbook, isn't it so sad? I had to end it with a Cardcaptor Sakura quote. Everything will definitely be alright.
Cardcaptor Sakura is my favorite anime. Had to make sure that was in there somewhere.
And yep, that's the end. Thank you so much for sticking around. I have more planned. I started a new sketchbook, and I think I might do Sketchbook Tour for that too.
If you want to see more from me, make sure you follow me on Instagram at MagicalAnthony and on TikTok at Anthony Noodles. Bye!